Welcome back, going into the fourth and final hour here of week 9 at Court of Swords. Adam the Spider's dead.
It is. Congratulations. So in the aftermath of the killing of the spider, Janice is unconscious, partly webbed up. Everybody else is in okay shape. The thing's body is like smoldering on the ground, and there's no sound, no sign of any additional Mogwai around. What's everybody gonna do?
Well, I know not to trust that.
I think my first reaction is I go over and like move towards the spider to make sure it's not. Is it breathing? Is it completely dead?
Oh, it's like part of it's most of its body's like collapsed in because it, like you said, burned up from the inside. So it's just sort of smoldering.
Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely dead.
Okay. And then I look over at Janice, and he seems stable, but down.
Yeah. You can see his like chest moving. He's breathing, but he's paralyzed.
Okay. I think I say some things have to wait, and I turn to the spider and basically like prepare it for its next life or something like that. I walk forward and basically start. Either I don't heal it, obviously, but I'm basically just preparing it, making sure it's all good, which really means I'm just taking the toxins out of it.
Cool. Okay. Yeah. So you want to remove like one of its. I think you could probably still salvage one of its like venom glands behind its fang.
Yeah.
Why don't you make an alchemy kit roll? Use your alchemy kit proficiency in.
All right.
So I'll say giant spider venom. Let's call it DC 13.
Well,
okay. So you crouch down, you get out your tools, and you're able to remove the fang, but the gland itself was punctured by Wester's sword, so it's all drained already.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I just pocket the fang and say, someone will want this. And I walk over to Janus and plop down the moist, damp bag of shit.
So here's the thing. You can't use your healer feat on the same person.
Oh, that's right.
You can rest. So
I plop it down, and then that like springs into my mind that this isn't going to. He's already smelled it, so it's not going to be a shock.
That's right. His body needs time to recover before you can shock him up again.
Yeah.
Good.
And then I turn to Ramus and say, "Can you get him up?"
Unfortunately, I am spent. I am a wee bit exhausted from all that fighting. I need a rest and a cocktail.
I grab basically.
Man, me too, Ramus. Me too.
I grab Janice's arm and start to drag him to like over here towards the door, and say, "Wester, you should clear the room. Make sure we're safe. I don't think we're gonna be able to carry Janice out of here. We'll have to wait."
Seems like things are fine right now, but who knows how long that'll last. Also gather my arrows.
And I do such.
Okay, so you want to just like walk around and take a look at the room? Okay.
Loot, I guess. Or are the others looting? Is that what they're doing now?
No, I think you're just on walk around duty.
Walking around and I'm looting shit. What do we got?
So here's the thing: you walk around the room, so you can kind of like see. There's another room that goes up into the north up here.
There's another room up there. What the?
Yeah, there's a whole other room up there. And it's
cautiously.
Yeah. It's empty. There's a big web in the corner, and it looks like where the spider went to feed. So there's just like bones hanging from this big web and piled all over the floor, just like a scattering of bones, mostly animal bones. You see some like deer and like smaller vermin, but there's definitely a few human skeletons in there.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll move in and just like study the bones. Are these human bones? What type of?
Yeah, pretty big mix of different kinds of bones. And they're all kind of like bundled together with like webbing, because the spiders like drain them. It melts them down and drains them. They're fluid, but the bones stay, and so they've all like sort of collatered all over the floor. But there doesn't seem to be any other like loot in this room, particularly.
Okay.
You got any gold or anything off these other Mogwai?
So the Mogwai themselves, you find one of them has a little pouch with 15 electrum in it.
15
Yeah,
electrum.
15 electrum. Another one has 10 copper.
Dan, are you gonna be the treasurer again, or
You
you
don't
want
want
me to?
Make someone else. I'm not trustworthy.
Okay,
I'll
15
do it.
electrum,
I'll-
15 electrum, 10 copper.
You got it. JP's got it. Y'all heard.
10 copper.
And we have 19 gold, or sorry, 19 silver and 11 gold right now.
And then you find another 9 gold. And that's just like pocket change that the Mogwai have on them.
Okay, so we're at
But you
25.
have 20 gold, 19 silver.
Yeah, we're at 25 gold on my character then.
I always love when we give out electrum because people are either like, ooh, electrum, or what the fuck's an electrum?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ain't that Daredevil's girlfriend?
yeah.
So yeah, you find that pocket change on them. But again, as you're like wandering the room, you notice that the big collection of webbing by the door has it has like stuff hanging in it. Like there's some like leather bags. You see a sparkling of like when you walk by it with the light, you see it's almost like a constellation of coins that look like they've been thrown up into the web and stuck there.
Yeah.
So there's all this like treasure just kind of like hanging stuck in the web, and it's actually kind of pretty in like a weird way because it's all sparkly in the night.
Yeah,
So what do
I go over to Janice's body, grab the dagger that's still lit. I assumed by light.
Yeah,
Right?
sure.
Yeah. Grab that, put on my body, then walk over and start tearing things out of the webs.
Okay.
And maybe as I'm doing that, I'm reciting things that I know about spiders.
Okay, cool. Let me give you a source of light here. All right.
And Ramus is inspecting all the wrapped up bodies to see if there's anything that he can notice about them, like if they're still alive, if they're dead, like all the little corpses in the middle here.
Yeah. So, you definitely see they're Mogwai bodies. They're the ones you killed, and they've been like dragged over here. When you look at it, it's funny because the spider didn't wrap these. Like, it's not the same. Like, it'd be a lot tighter. This seems to be something that the Mogwai have done to like offer the bodies up to the spider as not a sacrifice, but as an offering, I guess, to their big spider god.
So I guess Ramus could assume that they were worshiping the spiders like gods.
Yeah, giant ass spider, pretty much. Yep.
Yeah, I dreamt of the creatures once in this forest. They were corrupted by the Mar. This is why you should never follow that stuff, Ramus. Be careful.
I worship the sun god. I would never stoop so low as to worship the Mara. Foul creatures of darkness.
I probably treat Wester, at least when I'm educating him or trying to educate him, like a 5-year-old. So I'm just like, Wester, do you know what the Mara are?
Where the hell's that damn cave wine?
And the Mara are, and then I just kind of like start as I'm just, digging through the web. It should only be 40 or 45 minutes till Janice is up. Then we can continue. And I'm just chopping through all the webs, getting all the loot out.
Okay, sure. So yeah, I mean, it's going to take some time, especially if you're the only one doing this. But if Wester and Remus help, you'd be able to pull some treasure out of that. So
I guess we're all kind of helping.
I think we have nothing better to do, so we'll help.
Anything's better than hearing him drone on about the Mara. And
I don't
religion.
stop talking. Even if I think I'm talking to myself, I'm super focused on the web, so I'm just constantly yabbering.
okay, all right. So you find there's what seem to be like years of like it's like a pizza. There's layers of like web and treasure over time to get it all into this one sticky mass, and so it takes forever to dig it out. But by the end of all the cutting and pulling, you end up with like some bags and some small treasure chests. Obviously, all of this stuff like stolen from other people. The Mogwai don't craft their own equipment like this. And after running an inventory on the Mogwai, like their little hoard, you find that you have in your possession. You have 1,500 copper, 900 silver, 50 gold, a 2-pound bag, and it's only like a little cut open. It probably used to be a 3-pound bag, but some of it leaked out. 2-pound bag of some exotic spice from the Court of Wands that you figure is probably worth about 30 gold to the right person.
Okay.
And then you find three obsidian, three little crafted obsidian. They used to be part of like a necklace, but the necklace is all like rusted away. So you pry the obsidian out, and they're worth 10 gold apiece. And then the last thing, and probably the most interesting, you find a glass, like a glass bulb, a little glass bulb with a kind of like a glass neck to it, and the neck is blocked with a cork and then dipped in wax, like red wax. Inside the bulb, there's like a thin, kind of like yellowish red fluid, and it seems to be like when you mix oil and vinegar, there's little blobs of like darker color in it.
Can
So
I
as
make
you, like,
a alchemist tools roll or something?
Yeah, you can make a roll. Let me.
What would you want that to be? An alchemist tools roll?
It'd be Arcana.
Arcana? Okay.
Yeah.
One of these days, I will roll
Okay.
something.
Yeah, you don't. If you had some more time to examine it, maybe you could be able to figure out what it is.
Yeah.
But,
I look at it and kind of like splash him. Got some red shit in a vial. Just put that back in the bag.
Oh, great. A vial of red shit. Just what I wanted from this cave.
Should be thankful that the webbing of the spiders provided this for us. It's not any day you could just get to pass upon a spider's web and get all this loot.
I'll be grateful for silence when you stop talking.
I just kind of like sneer back. It's like, sometimes you're a little bit rude, Ramus. I just want you to know that. You don't have to be so rude. By the way, you should go check on Janice. He should be waking up soon.
All right, I'll check on him. So I go over and see if he's all right.
Sure. Yeah. And at this point, Janice, you're waking up.
I stand up and go, spider! Oh, God. Thank you.
You all right
Okay.
there?
It burns. The poison, it burns all around.
That'll pass.
Did nobody suck out the venom?
You just see me just go like in the corner by myself. As I face,
I have a look at. You've got to be kidding.
It's fine. The fever should break in 5, 6, 7 hours or something like that. I just
I
need
was
to be
busy
hydrated.
killing the damn thing.
You know, it's so unfair. You spend all this time sucking the venom out of your friends, and then when you need to get sucked, they're not there for you. Bullshit.
look,
in there.
nature. You got to let
Always
nature take its course.
reciprocate the sucking out there, guys. All right. Someone sucks you, you suck them right back, twice as hard, maybe.
So, yeah. So, what do you want to do besides
Did I-
thing I'd like to
mutual
check.
sucking?
I get up and retrieve my arrows and check my equipment, stuff like that.
There's a sarcophagus in the next room we should take a look at.
Oh, right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about done here with the web, and Janice, here's your dagger. I hope you don't mind. I borrowed it. I kind of just like offer it back to him.
Thank you.
Start walking towards the sarcophagus. I guess as a group.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'll make my health 1 right back to 1.
So you head to that room, and this room is probably the most put together of all the rooms. Like it's the least damaged by time. There's like tiles still on the wall in decent shape. The floor still has some of its original like paneling, and then there's this sarcophagus, and the sarcophagus is covered in a thick layer of dust. It seems like the Mogwai left it alone for some reason. Thick layer of dust that if you blow it off, you can kind of see there's like a etching or like an impression, something on the surface.
I by the way, you can proceed, but I constantly look at the ceiling for fuck's sakes. Okay.
Definitely, yeah. Okay, your
I
neck
have ceiling
becomes,
PTSD right
your
now.
neck becomes slightly sore, but the
Literally just
ceiling is
going
clear.
Going like
I think Ramus looks at the etchings and see if he can recognize what they are, if they're a language, or if he's seen them in history books or something.
Yeah, you can make a history check if you want to take a look around.
12.
And 12. Okay. I mean, you can place with a 12. You can place generally that this is the architecture style. Either is a mimicry of or legitimately of the era. It's a court of coins style of a quite old dynasty. Like it's probably you'd place it at 500 to 700 years old. based on just the style of the design of the place.
Oh my! This looks like ancient court of swords. The symbols, I can't know what they are exactly, but they definitely are the style of the court of coins.
Yeah. So the thing I guess that occurs to you, you're smart enough to know or to recognize this. Things like this set precedent for who owns the valley. Like if someone were to point to this and be like, "Look, the court of coins was here 500 years ago," it's obviously like our historical territory. So this is important. This will be a thing that your handler will want to know about.
I think I know why we were here now.
I turn and say, "What does your religion say? Can we open this? Will your God be angered?"
Our teaching is always about making yourself feel good, feel alive. I've gotten in trouble for that. I would feel good if there were loot inside. There could be ancient treasures for all we know.
Wester, you wanna lift the weight of all that, and I'll just push it off maybe a little bit, and I kind of just go over to lift it.
We don't know if it's cursed or has any sort of trap on it. If we're going to do this, we're going to be careful about it.
Yeah, maybe we should rest first, just in case.
Is there what's over here, Adam? Is this just like cobwebs and stuff?
Yeah, just the corner of the room. It looks like the Mogwai like slept in this room, so there's just like trash and like blankets and stuff over in that corner.
Well, I can make camp over there if you want to rest.
Janice, what do you think about opening this sarcophagus?
I don't know. I actually really don't have an opinion about it. I mean, I'm not one to believe too much in curses.
All right, Janice can be the one to open it. All agreed?
I mean,
Well,
I guess
regardless, we need to rest. It's been a long...
Yeah. Definitely need a long rest.
Yeah, I mean, I'm tired. I don't know about you guys, but it's been a long day. I just kind of go over there and start preparing.
We're sleeping.
Yeah, just go over and start making a campfire over here.
I will at the entrance set a trap then, Adam. Okay.
Set a trap like over here.
Yeah.
What kind of trap? Just a similar like noise.
Are my ball bearings reusable? If I
yeah, I mean it would take you a long time to like pick them all up off the floor, but yeah,
if it went off. But I mean, if I set up a trap and it doesn't go off, if I could.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, definitely. You just set up the bag so that if someone trips the wire, it just pours all the ball bearings all over the floor.
Yeah.
Cool.
Sure.
Okay. Sure. Make a survival roll.
Okay. Survival roll.
Nice.
19.
Nice. All right. Good. Okay. Yeah. So you set it up, no problem.
All right. Do I need to do anything to make the camp?
No, it's fine. You all take your long rest. Are you going to break up the 8 hours into like watches so that someone's always awake?
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll take first watch. Surprisingly, guys, I'm really not that tired. I don't know why, but
I feel so rested.
oh, you guys go ahead and get some sleep. I'll take first watch.
All right.
Okay. So you rest. Everybody gets 8 hours. The night passes. Morning comes, and yeah, y'all all wake up feeling refreshed, and everybody gets all their hit points back. At level 1, you get all your hit dice back because you only have 1, so half of 1 is 1.
Yep.
And then you'll get back any ability that needs a long or short rest to recover. Feeling much better. Yeah, you'll get some XP. So you beat in that last one. There was a giant spider and 2 more Mogwai. Also,
All the gold, right? Don't you get XP
GP, if you want, I can tell you what that thing you found is. If you just take a minute to like examine it.
Yeah, maybe I tinkered with it in the first hour.
All right, I'll message it to you and tell you what it is.
Okay. And the other thing too, I think once everyone passed out, I probably went and like did an actual druidic ceremony for the spider's body. I just didn't want to do it while everyone was talking.
Sure. Yeah.
Or awake, rather.
Okay, everybody gets another 75 experience.
Making our way.
That's right. So you get that experience, and you rest. Let me just message JP, tell you what this item is.
All right. While you're doing that,
There you
so who's gonna open the sarcophagus? I know better to mess with the dead, but there might be something
It's fine.
worthwhile in there.
I'll do it.
Before I even finish talking, Janice just like walks over there, lifts it up.
I like walk over to it and I look back and I go, just have my back if something else is happening here.
Always.
If it's the undead, I shall burn it. Don't worry.
And then Adam, I'm going to use all those talents, like my alert feat that I have and all this. I mean, but I'm going to check it for traps and stuff like that. Is that a percent?
Okay, make an investigation check.
Investigation. Okay.
Yeah.
We got a 5.
Cool. It seems like completely totally safe.
I look back and kind of shrug, like, yeah, just a box, I guess. And
Looks
I
cool.
Open it up.
Okay. So you do need to use. Do you have a crowbar, right?
2 crowbars, Adam.
All right, dual wield crowbars.
You look like a Benihana chef. You're sitting there like smacking up on a sarcophagus.
I make a little onion volcano and I push it at him.
Oh, beautiful.
I just use one. I pull it out of my pouch and just pry the lid off.
You gotta have your backup crowbar.
I know.
All right, so you wedge the crowbar in the edge. You pull the lid of the sarcophagus, and it looks like and feels like it's never been opened. Like not since it was sealed. It's the Mogwai left it alone. There hasn't been anybody else to mess with it. So you crack it open and slide the lid aside, and inside pretty much the entire sarcophagus. So you see a body. Obviously, it's like a mummified body. And it's wearing a mask, so this like gold mask on, and the mask is like a sort of placid looking like male face. He's got like a long mustache. The mummy has its arms folded over its chest, and it's holding a scroll case in one hand and some prayer beads in the other. And it's wearing, actually you can't really see its body because the whole sarcophagus is full of gold coins, like just like up over its body. It looks like it's Scrooge McDucking in this pile of gold.
I look back at the group and go, yeah, it's empty. Nothing in here.
Well, that's awkwardly awkward. Or that's weird.
No, I go, you guys should check this out. But if my instincts are true, anytime there's just a box full of gold, we're about to get completely fucked.
Yeah. I think we all just go over and inspect and see if we can recognize any signs of what the mask is or what the scroll is, just to see if we recognize anything.
Make a religion check. If somebody else wants to, you can help. So make a religion check with advantage.
And I'm using guidance as well.
Nice.
I don't have religion. Well, I'm gonna check anyways.
Oh my god.
Well, it's a
You
good
got
thing you have
14.
advantage.
14, yeah.
I got a 20.
All right. So even though you're a clerik,
He's like,
to an 18.
I think it's based off of old spaghetti. No, hang on. Ramus,
All
let me
right.
tell you what it is.
So you recognize that these are funereal vestments of a very old, like they wouldn't bury their monks this way anymore, but it's a monk who serves the moon, which is the god of mystery and illusion, of uncertainty, this is how they would bury their clergy, basically. Judging by the mask, it aligns with what you know about the rest of the tomb, putting it at about 500 to 700 years old.
The coin.
The coins, the coins are, that's a bit unusual. Like it's not normally, they don't normally bury them with a bunch of money. That money would go to do other things. The gold mask is a bit ostentatious, but it might be a regional thing. The scroll probably contains some, like, in the case, if it's still in good shape, will contain information about who this person is, their various deeds, the monastery they served at, and some other details about their life.
Adam, do we believe in curses and stuff like that? Is that in this world?
Yeah. The moon and their like clergy probably wouldn't bother like cursing the tomb. Though
That's
they
what I'm
are,
saying. We think, relatively speaking, that
yeah, with the 18, you think that it wouldn't be traditional, but then neither is the coins. So
okay.
Curthus and hit
What
my
say
mic.
you guys? Should we take this and divvy it up or leave it as it is?
Let me look inside the scroll case first and just see what it says. There might be a warning. It could be something.
As you reach
like-
for the scroll, I grab one of the coins and just bite it. Is it gold?
Fuck no. No, it totally isn't.
What
Adam,
do I
you
taste?
asshole.
It's some other kind of metal, and it's been like treated to look like gold. It's way too hard to be gold.
That's
I
what she said.
kind of look at everyone and just say, "It's not our lucky day," and maybe I just like pick one up and throw it at someone.
Yeah,
Is the
on the
mask made of gold? Can someone
on the
check that?
coin, the mark on it is a like a little like moon face, like laughing. And on the other side, there's an imprint of like a similar face to the one on the death mask, also like laughing. There's little like tears coming down his cheeks.
Ah,
As soon as I throw that coin, I reach for the mask and I maybe pick that one up more reverently, or with more
Okay.
reverence towards it, just to
Sure.
make sure
Yeah,
it's
you
not.
like lift it gently up off of the monk's face. Yeah, I mean the face underneath is like wrapped in cloth, so you can't see its features. It's just sort of like a flat face. The mask is also not actually gold. It's just wood, and it's been like painted with a thin coating of gold.
Okay.
It might be worth something to a historian. Might be worth something like in a museum, or if you took it back to a Temple of the Moon. That'd be something that they would appreciate. But
Ramus,
And
what's the scroll say?
And I grab and open the scroll case and see if there's any paper inside.
okay, yeah. There's
fuck you nerds.
there's a vellum. Yeah, there's a vellum scroll inside. You can slide it out and open it up. Can you make a Need you to make a test to see if you, because it's written in common, but it's written in like a rural Court of Coins dialect, and is really old. So let me take a look. I think history might be the appropriate skill here.
History. Okay.
Yeah, make
Give
a
me a
history.
on that one.
And
All right, 10. So you can pick up like bits and pieces of it. So yeah, like this tomb belongs to a monk whose name translates loosely to 1,000 unanswered questions,
Nice.
or it might be 1,000 unknown mysteries. The characters are very similar. So this person, they're actually a priest of not only the moon but the high priestess as well. So there's he served in two different gods, which is not unheard of. It's a thing that happens sometimes. And it just talks about like his life, like where he was born. He grew up in the Shulin Valley. It's got a bunch of like historical information about the valley just based on his like life story. It's hard to pick out the details just because you've got the basic grammar, but and it says he died in his sleep of old age and was revered by everyone that lived in the valley, and they buried him here under what at the time was like a symbol, like a grove of trees, which you assume is the forest that you had been exploring the last few days. You get the impression that 1,000 Unanswered Questions really like to play tricks on people, and that the fake gold is like his last little like, haha, you think you're rich, but now you're not.
Yada. I'm from High Priest. He's just a liar. All right. This is just a High Priest that likes to play pranks, and this is all fake. The mask, it might be worth something to the historian, maybe, but I don't think that we're going to find anything of value here.
We'll take the mask. We'll leave the rest.
So again, the historical relevance in the right hands, this might help answer who the Shulin Valley really belongs to if they're looking for historical proof.
Right.
So the scroll itself is worth something to a like a historian, but also as a political object, it's significant as well.
Yeah, I think I'll take this scroll with me too, because our handler might want to see this.
Sounds good. Well, I think we're done here, boys. I think we can walk out the front.
Right.
Let me
Glad we fought a giant spider and all those things. This is a good payoff. Worth my time. Definitely.
Well,
Well
No.
said, Wester.
we'll see if we get to keep it. And I just like start to walk out. As you guys like pass by the spider, there's like little totem poles or something in front of it that wasn't there when you guys went to sleep. But then we're leaving through the front door.
Yeah, so this web is clear now. So let me get that out of your way.
All right.
Cut that up. And yeah, so there's another hallway that leads out that direction.
I think we get to the corner and I'm just like, Wester, please. Don't want to walk up front. That goes through the cave.
That's all it does. It just echoes through the cave.
All right, well, let me know when you guys want to leave. This is the way out, but I'm not walking first.
Guys, get over here. They say, yell to the people to follow us.
Okay. All right, so you head around the corner, and you can see here again more rubble kind of strewn around, and then a set of stone stairs that lead up. And even from here, like it's only like 10 feet or whatever, it heads up to a flat wall where there's a stone door in that wall.
Okay. I go up and like maybe push on the stone door to see if it's going to be an easy push.
No, you like shove on it, and there's something on the other side, or like you can't, it doesn't open.
I tell everyone like something either opens this or we're going to need Wester to get up there and give it his all. I start to like maybe look around the room, see if there's anything in the rubble, push over a bunch of rocks.
Yeah, make a perception check.
I do that as well because I'm gonna.
Yeah. So the way it works, if multiple people are doing something, only one person rolls, and if anybody else helps them, then they get advantage.
How about I check then? I've got a 5 in perception.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
let me investigate.
I'll help
Where the
you.
hell are you guys on the map?
So you have
Go
advantage.
south.
Mm,
24
Nice.
I'll put you all over there. Yeah.
with advantage.
Nice. 24. Okay. So the two of you search the room, and you don't find any like switches or anything that would open the door. Just like strewn with rubble, things that have collapsed. This is an area of the world that occasionally has earthquakes. So there's part of the wall that's collapsed in, probably from some ancient earthquake, and the places where the stone has fallen away, and we just see the like earth above. You can see roots kind of sticking through from the trees of the forest.
No levers or anything like that though?
No.
Wester, you want to see if you can push that? Or pull that? Somehow open it? I wasn't having any luck.
Might as well give it a try. Seems to be the only way out.
Twist it, bop it, shove it.
Wester goes up. What is it? Up to the top of the stairs? That's where.
Yeah. You climb up a short flight of stairs, and then there's this big stone door.
I'll go ahead and investigate it just for good measure, for science, just to see.
Okay.
Is any sort of
Sure, so
darkness
you're gonna examine the surface of the door, look at the hinges.
investigation.
It's a bold thing. We had a player that had a very hard time with pulling and opening doors back in the day.
Yeah.
So
Doors have been a nemesis.
Is
yeah.
it just investigation or perception?
You're specifically like looking for something on this door. Yeah, make an investigation check.
19.
There you go, 19. All right. Yeah. No, it's not trapped. It's just stuck, and there's like dirt in all the hinges. There may be something on the other side. Like when you like you're pushing it, there's a little bit of give, but it seemed like it's blocked from the other side. You could push really hard to push through it, but
I'm gonna push real hard.
yeah. Okay, make an athletics check.
Yeah, I don't like why you said that.
That's
Shouldn't look the way I
the
say
get a
anything.
20. I'll let you feel like you're moving it a little bit.
Okay. No, it's too. You can't get it on your own. You push real hard, and it doesn't open.
I keep trying.
It's stuck, man. You're not going to be able to just on your own. You're going to need somebody to help you or something.
It's stuck pretty good. Does anyone want to try and help me, or should I just keep leaning against this wall?
I think I crack my knuckles and you see the scrawny ass fucking arms on.
How many people can help? Would you say?
I mean, it'll just give advantage and give them a chance to make another roll.
Yeah.
So
Let the sun help you too. I'll give you guidance.
I'm gonna.
nice. So you're assisted by Gideon and his sort of ropey little druid muscles.
Assisted is really just me
Well,
trying real hard to look important.
Yeah, supervised. You're supervising.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can give it a push, and yeah, you'll get an extra D4 because of guidance. So you're filled with the radiance of the sun, and it's going to help bolster your muscles. All right, you make the second roll. If you don't get this one, you have to find another way to get the door open, besides pushing it. Okay, now roll a D4 to add that.
Might be more.
There we go. Okay, so
15.
I know it is only one, but that was the difference. The DC was 15. So with the help of the sun's radiance, no help whatsoever from Gideon. You didn't need that advantage.
Yeah, well, I still guess I didn't know my own strength.
Right. So you push real hard, and you hear like a cracking sound as there's like some roots or trees or something on the other side breaks, and you're able to slowly push the doors open. The light from the morning starts to stream through into the cave. You immediately smell the wet scent of earth after a long rain, and the smell of trees. And you can hear the cicadas outside as you push the door open. Your eyes adjust to the blinding brightness.
Nice job, Wester.
Thanks.
I kind of just look
I
back.
did it all on my own, too.
Yeah, I look at the both of you. I'm just like, what the fuck?
You too, Gideon. He couldn't have done it without you, for sure.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
I appreciate.
And when you open the door, you can see outside. And, they see you, so y'all are still. You two are
What in
still
the
outside.
Oh God.
I love it.
There's a group of five armored individuals standing outside. They're wearing the sort of tall, like conical hats and lamellar armor of the Court of Coins. They're guards in the service of the Court of Coins. They have crossbows. 4 of 5 of them are holding crossbows, and the last one is he's got a long curved scimitar on his belt. He seems to be the one in charge. He's got a like a sash with some writing on it and a symbol like pinning it up at his shoulder. And he looks at you when he hears the door crack open. And a couple of them like put their crossbows up. This guy back here is like actually like kind of behind this rock with cover. And what do you say, Wester, when you see all this, or what do you do?
Tell us. Maybe they know. I don't, Adam. What's our relationship with the Court of Coins like?
So the Court of Coins and the Court of Swords, who you work for, unofficially are allies in the same way that all the courts are. The Court of Coins borders the Court of Swords on its northwestern border. And for the most part, you get along. You take place in world politics together. But in the Shulian Valley, things are a little tense. Okay. And these guys think that they're the like for reals police of this area, and so the Court of Swords also do. So they either followed you here, or they heard a noise, or they're investigating the same leads as you. Your instructions, though, like you could tell them like, hey, we work for the Court of Swords, but they're not going to like that, and B, you'll be disavowed if like you can't be like, just take us to our boss. They'll just tell you everything's fine.
I think, Adam, I kind of look at the group and say, right, I got this.
Okay.
Oh, this should be good.
Make my way out of the cave with my hands up. Not like way up, though. They're just kind of like casually up like this. And being the rogue that I am, who took the feat, quick draw, of course.
You didn't take any goddamn quick draw feat. Pull that shit with me.
As I was saying, Adam, anyways, okay? I have my hands in a way that I can draw my bow pretty quick, but I'm, obviously I do have my hands up a little bit. I'm going to make my way a little bit out of the cave.
Mm-hmm.
I can't see the icon where we, it's up here. Never mind. I'm going to go behind like this rock over here. I'm like making my way over to it, nodding at them. Say, gentlemen.
So you come up and like they raise their crossbow, and like the guards kind of mutter to themselves, and then the guy with the scimitar, he looks at you and he's like, puts his hand up. He's like, hold on there, tomb robber. Where do you think you're going?
Whoa! We were just looking for you guys. There is a gigantic fucking spider in there. And it has been grabbing people, putting them in a web, and eating their guts.
You, one of the guards looks at the other one, and you catch him, like you see him whisper something, and the other one shakes his head, like, shut up. Like the one that whispered, he seems excited. He was just like, he looks over and he's like, see, I told you. It has to be him. And the other one's like, quiet. And the guard with the scimitar says to you, and then like he's intentionally keeping like quite a distance from you, right? Like you're having this conversation at a range of like 50 feet, so he's like talking quite a bit louder. So he's like a giant spider, you say? Well, you look none the worse for your wear. And he points to Wester, and your companion as well. Find any treasure in there?
There was a sarcophagus, I'm not going to lie to you. We investigated it to make sure that it was still intact and the spider had not tampered with it, or the wigglewomps, or whatever they're called. I'm proud to report to you that we've cleared this cave of its denizens, and we have restored sanctity to everything inside. Your thanks is not needed. Reward, welcomed, but not necessary.
he releases his hound on you. So he says we appreciate your hard work, adventurer. Why don't you and your friends come out into the light and we can talk about what you found down there?
All right, I'll tell you what. You guys lower those crossbows and we can have this talk. That's great, but you'll understand I had a giant spider inject venom in my body, and none of my friends were kind enough to suck it out of me. And,
so we cut back to the two guards, and one of the guards is like, you have to suck out the venom. And the other one's like, I know, it's Spiders 101. It's what you do. It's what you do. These guys must not be friends.
So as you can imagine, I'm not feeling that great, and with the crossbow pointed at me and you asking us to come out of the open, I began to feel even less great.
Yeah, and I think probably because we're coming up on the end of the episode, I think probably what he does is he takes a step forward and he says, "I'm sure we can all be friends." And we get like a nice close up of his face. And he's got this like long like beard and mustache, and he grins. And one of his teeth is like a diamond or something because it catches the sunlight, the morning sunlight, and like reflects it. And yeah, we just see the last shot we see is this guy like grinning at you, like we can all be friends. And then we fade to credits.
Who is best boy in Key Grip?
Yeah, exactly. John Johnson did both jobs. He's very impressive.
Nice.
There you go.
Cool. All right. So you survived. You got through your first session. Good work, everybody. I didn't kill any of you. I mean, not permanently.
Yeah, not permanently.
How many downs did we have? Like Gideon went down twice.
2
Well,
for me.
2 for each of you. Nice.
I
I went
got
down once, I think.
Oh, wow.
3 damage done. I
Only
was
got me
unconscious
once.
twice, and I failed my spell. So there you go. That's
Would have been
Pretty
two-
awesome.
Right.
I had
I
a
didn't
pretty
have
good
my
run.
whatever
I
that
didn't
was.
take 1 point of damage the whole time.
Yeah,
Everything I shot at died, which I want to kind of keep going forever. If we could do that, that'd be great.
yeah. And Max did the most damage probably, and 2
Yeah,
hits.
fuck
He did
people up.
2 crits.
Yes.
You did 19 and then 20. What was your first one? 20 what?
Well, he did it was 22 or 1, but
Yeah, it was
the
something silly.
19 that he did was so desperately needed is what was so cool about it. It was like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because the 2 hits before that were 4. Of
Yeah.
like 12
good.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Good work,
Yeah.
everybody.
So basically, I was the MVP as
Basically.
the running
That's
MVP
how
of the
You're
show.
a hell of a healer. You healed 9 twice at level 1. That's insane.
Mhm.
That's all
Yeah.
got to go away at level 2, though, Jeff.
If
I'm not feeling shit.
folks who are patrons watch the character creation video while JP is talking about using the healer feat, I'm just sitting there nodding like, yes, good choice. They're very useful.
Yeah.
I made a lot of use out of it.
Yeah, I'm glad I went that instead of Hildorf.
Yeah.
Because I would have had to do a dumb fucking dwarf voice, and now I could just be a dumb druid that has to be, nice to animals and stuff. Which is
Yeah.
good.
Feel good about my AC now, Adam.
Yeah.
You know what? The one thing that we kind of picked up on JP's character is size matters for him. The other spiders, fuck them. They didn't get a burial. Only giant spiders get a proper burial.
Yeah, man. Fuck, it's just
Like,
like
really giant
if you
spiders.
catch like a giant fucking fish, you throw that shit back in the water, man. That's just how it goes. It's just
Yeah.
if you catch a normal fish, you fucking chow down on that motherfucker. Immediately.
It's the druid way.
Yeah, it's the druid way. Let's do some shout outs so we can get out of here and record our behind the scenes video right after this. Dan, you want to start us off?
Sure. Thanks for having me on. I'm DansGaming on Twitch and Twitter and everything. Thank you for having me on the show, JP. I love doing this every week. Thank you, Adam, for the awesome DMing and awesome dungeons you make every time. Even though you died on their first level. And thank you, Gassy and Jeff, for being great great co-hosts. It's been
Yeah,
a lot of fun playing the character. And I'll see you guys later next time.
Fantastic. Gassy, some shout outs.
GassyMexican on Twitch and YouTube and everything. Might be casting later, potentially. Keep an eye on my Twitter for that, or you can just follow the page. Probably playing H1 just to get a little more practice in before TwitchCon. That's coming up, so I'll see most, if not everybody here. Everybody, right?
Yeah, I'll be there.
Yeah.
Yep,
Say hi to us
sure.
definitely too if you see us at TwitchCon. I know we all have check out our own individual schedules, but you should see us in one form or another. Good show. It's fun to have a new character, especially one that's like very different from the one that I was playing before. Doesn't have shit AC, only went down once. And yeah.
I love that image though of you. The scene was so funny of like, nah, I'll go around the corner. It's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Adam, 20, 22, 23.
So good.
I'm cool with the crazy crits and stuff, but yeah, fun show. Looking forward to the next one, and I'll see everybody at TwitchCon.
Fantastic stuff. Jeff, some shout outs, sir.
Thank you, everyone. Really excited to be back rolling dice, especially with such fine, awesome folks. Shout out to JP for building this amazing thing. Adam, I love your world, and I love just giving you endless shit about everything and challenging you. You know, if there's anyone out there can do it, I feel like it's got to be me. You know, so yeah, thank you guys, and just thanks everyone for enjoying and being a part of it. It's obviously it's got to be said, but just every time we do these shows, like they're fun and cool, but without an audience to laugh and follow along and have a good time with, it's half the experience. So just thank everyone for being a part of that. As for me personally, I too will be at TwitchCon. I'm doing a roast of DJ Wheat Friday night. I'm going to be on a panel in the morning about streaming tabletop, namely Warhammer, with my 40K friends. And then Saturday, I am judging an easy bake cook-off competition. Just the usual day in the life of me, I guess. Otherwise, on my channel on Twitch, I'm in Control TV there. I stream StarCraft and some other stuff. I'm trying to become a little bit more of a variety guy, but I think it's more of like I play strategy games. So if that's interesting to you, maybe check it out. And then on Twitter, I'm EG in Control, and just any kind of support there is awesome. So just thank you guys for giving me a chance to talk to you.
Fantastic stuff. Thanks so much. Adam, some shout outs?
Yes. Thank you so much for coming, everybody. Like Jeff said, it'd be a lot less fun if we didn't have you in the chat correcting us about everything. Thank you, chat. I'm really happy to be playing D&D. It's a thing that makes me happy, and I'm glad to be playing with Jeff. Welcome back, buddy.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, as with seemingly everybody else on our shows, I will also be at TwitchCon. My schedule for panels is all up on my website, but of particular interest to roleplay folks will be Friday night. I've got a panel that is going to be all about GMing tabletop RPGs on Twitch, and it's got some big name folks on there, so definitely check that out either on the official channel or over on mine at twitch.tv/Adam Coble. You can follow me on Twitter at skinnyghost. And if you were at TwitchCon, come and say hi and tell me how much you like it when I kill players, because it feels real good to hear that. I will be back, I guess, for Court of Swords after TwitchCon. I guess the Tuesday after we're going to try to
Yep.
show. So we'll get everybody's schedule sorted out, obviously. And as is tradition, the Q&A thread is up on JP's subreddit. If you have questions about the show or just want to applaud people's terrible rolling, you can go and do that there.
Yep, and we all read that. So if you want to ask, well, we all read that. We all might not respond to that.
I'll respond.
Jeff usually reads that stuff verbatim, so post by post. But yeah, if you have questions or anything about the show, like Adam said, feel free to post them in there. It's over at Reddit. I think we'll just post it in the chat. And if you're watching on YouTube, it's in the info section of the video. So
yeah, guys, I'm a guest for, as far as I know, at least like 4 episodes or so. We'll see what happens.
yeah, 4 or 5, something like that. We'll probably go a little bit longer.
I'm gonna try to make myself absolutely essential to all of them, like relationship wise, so they can't get rid of me, and then just be there forever.
There you go. That'll probably happen. We'll see. Anyways,
We'll just tie it episode 2. But anyway, yeah, sorry, go ahead.
we probably will just. Well, we might actually hit level 3 or level 2 next episode. We'll see.
Yeah, we might.
We should just fight these guards regardless. But we'll talk about that all in the post episode recap right after this. We're gonna record that. We'll see you guys next time. Have a good night. Bye bye.